Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Live here. We're back with another episode of Park Spotlight. And in today's video, we're going to be visiting Emerald Gardens, created by Kombat Wombat. I'm also joined with Lauren today.
Heyo.
So, stay tuned, and let's check it out. Alright guys, so looking at this park here, I'm getting between 9 to 10 FPS, and I'm on the highest gaming rig possible unless you had two SLI Titans, for 1080 Titans, and I don't even think that would help at this point.
How many guests are in the park? Did we check?
3,000. I mean, we could try and kick out the guests, but essentially, guys, okay, I just want to do a quick little rant. So at one point, Planet Coaster map size was, I think, about this big, like a quarter of the size, or maybe somewhere in between that. And people were saying that they wanted more room to stretch out. The devs are kind of thinking like, well, we don't want you to build end to end like this. But if you want your, if you want to be able to stretch out your terrain a little bit, I guess we can increase the map size. If they made the map size 4 times larger than this, that doesn't mean that they're intending you to build corner to corner. They're just giving you more space to do your vistas and terraforming. These mega parks, guys, they're just not runnable. And the game was never intended to use the park size corner to corner like this, and especially when you start loading in this many trees have the highest poly count and texture rate out of all the objects, and when you put that many in, it starts to bog things down as well. In the future, I think we're gonna try to stick to mega parks that are only, I guess, optimized or have park count in consideration, because this I could put it on ultra detail right now and open up a program like Cheat Engine and get some beautiful shots, and this is a beautiful park and it's very well constructed, so that is why we're going to visit it today. But doing these things live and without tons and tons of editing and recording and camera flybys and stuff like that, there's no way to get a good look at it at its fullest graphics and highest frame rate without an entire day's worth of editing. We just want to visit the park and check it out and see what it's about. We're not trying to make a presentation, so a little bit unfortunate there. So in the future, guys, if you are creating parks, be sure to kind of set a limit on how much you're going to decorate. Don't go to end, and try to keep your parks to a sizable limit, because we've seen mega parks that run at 20-30 FPS, but they're not usually corner to corner like this with tons and tons of trees, and they usually run quite good. From now on, if I open up the park and I'm getting below 10 FPS, I think we're going to pass on them. So just, if anyone's building a park right now and you're on a high-end machine, keep an eye on your frame rate and stop when you're at about 30 FPS.
And if you're not on a high-end machine, I would love to know how you're putting these things together.
Yeah, it's a slideshow for me, and everything is a slight delay, so I have no idea how Kombat Wombat had the patience to finish off this park. So anyways, that's a big rant for you guys today. Emerald Gardens, our last of the insanely large mega parks, because we still want to show you guys videos that are not slideshows. It is a little bit crazy seeing things at 10 FPS like this. And it makes riding the coasters and viewing the coasters less attractive, and that's what this game is all about, is the coasters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to soak up the coasters for their fullest or their best potential. So we're going to get lost in Emerald Gardens today. We did see Dynamite Daisy back when this park wasn't completed, and we had a good frame rate on that, and at the time the park was about half finished, and in my opinion, that's kind of where it should have kind of been thinking about the finalizations.
Oh, this bridge is really pretty. I like this.
Another thing is... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I always find bridges one of the hardest things to design. I'm never sure how I should...
Love this garden.
Oh yeah, the trellises are really cool.
I was going to say, another thing that kills the FPS in this game is the employees for some reason. There's a lot of tech behind them, and it's not very optimized. I remember I went into one of these Six Flags parks, and there was no employees, and I ended up dropping in a whole bunch of entertainers and mechanics, and I lost about 20 FPS just from dropping in 20 of them, which was very surprising to me. So to best to view these parks, it would almost be best to kick out all the employees and all the guests. But that's not how you want to see your parks, you know? So trying to find a balance between size, scale, and decorations it's a really tricky balance for sure. And you know, I know you guys are doing your best, and you have these unlimited imaginations, and it really sucks to be constrained by optimization, right?
Yeah, and while I agree, you probably should still kind of limit yourself, because it makes sense that around the edges you're supposed to terraform more and not have stuff there, because the edge of the map is just a cutoff, you know, like, so it usually looks really weird if you go to the edge of the map, because then there's just like nothing out there.
Yeah, think more.
I would definitely like draw a boundary for yourself, but I also do wish they would optimize the game more. I remember seeing, I think there was a comment on your recent summer update video that somebody was like, I can't believe they're adding more like fireworks and things to the game when like you can barely run it as it is. And I mean, I kind of agree, but I hope they're working on some optimizations. It'd be really nice. Fingers crossed.
That is an awesome looking boomerang.
That is cool. Ooh, the trebuchet. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to say, think more in terms of broad strokes, not tiny details. Like, you guys are etching in, like, cross-hatching in all the tiny details across a giant sheet of paper, when you should really be thinking about big lines and broad strokes, because you can still get an amazing drawing using the canvas that's provided, if that makes sense. I'm trying to make an analogy here. So, you know, use your terrain wisely and fill around that, and then, you know, make people walk a little bit or take a monorail to another area, and have some, you know, big pieces of hills and terrain and you know, forestry in between big portions. Because we could probably look at some of these areas, like, that's a beautiful area, this is a beautiful area, and there's some good points in this. And if we took maybe like 5 of the best elements of this park and cut all the in-between stuff, like back here, out, it would still end up being a great park, and we'd be able to run it at 30 FPS. And in some cases, we'd be more blown away by the detail, because we'd be able to see it and run it better. And we wouldn't get as lost, right? So anyways, I try not to take away from this video. It's pretty difficult, because, you know, we've been kind of moaning a little bit over the FPS this whole video. But it still is an amazing park. But we want to see, this is more of like a great example of what, like, we want to see. We want to see your guys' amazing creations and amazing parks, and we want to present them.
It's just not really possible with the current state of the game, so it's gonna have to be smaller.
They got to be smaller, guys, and that's just the way it's going to be going forward. So keep that in mind for when you are trying to submit a park coaster. I mean, a park spotlight. All right. I am so lost in this park, though.
Mm-hmm. Really liked that castle area. I think that's the first one I've seen that's, like, traversable. Mm-hmm. That's a good job. And his garden work is awesome. Really good job, Kombat.
Mm-hmm. Treehouse Resort. So we got like a Wix area over here.
Looks like.
I am so lost. Which way did we come in?
I think we're nearing the entrance. Like, we're on the other side of the park now. I don't know. I know the castle was like way in the back, I think.
Mm-hmm. So I don't think the guests can actually walk down this whole portion of the park. It's all decoration and stuff.
Well, I think it's got a coaster or something
train.
Back there.
Yeah. So this is the main plaza. We walked through and we took a left, I believe, and we went down here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And we've seen the Daisy coaster in a previous spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you know, I'm taking away from this is, you know, you have these outside things. In some cases, you know, all this decoration and stuff, it's killing your optimization. Would have almost been better to have like a mountain here, You know what I mean? And just cut all that out. But it does look good in terms of a vista. I'm just trying to think how you would turn this park into an optimized park. Because I feel like the main attractions is the Daisy area, the main entrance, this island, the castle area, and then like the Wick's cabin area. There's a lot that could have probably been, you know, that if we took all that and compacted it, it is like a quarter of the map. You know what I mean? So all these rocks and trees and stuff all around the outside, it's great for the train ride. And I get it, but that's probably where you want to trim down, keep things centralized. And I think that would really help to get this thing running smoothly. I'm excited to go on that trebuchet. All right, we got a pretty good look at it. I would like to walk around on the ground a little bit more, but I keep getting lost every time I go down there. So we'll ride the coasters now, I think. Okay, so first up is the Dragonfly. Excitement is a 6.26, a 4.37 fear, and a 1.66 nausea. Awesome garden work. I really wish I could see shadows on it.
Yeah.
I think this would be an awesome coaster spotlight by itself.
Yeah, probably.
Really great navigation. Beautiful. Is this a go-kart?
Might be.
So there's a go-kart called Emerald Raceway. We'll take a quick peek at it, I guess. Nice look at the castle there.
I have to say go-karts, go-karts, go-karts.
There it is. All right, next up, we're going to go on the Trebuchet. This is 5.71 excitement, 3.26 fear, 27 fear, and a 1.17 nausea.
So I think this one was a dual synchronized because you had track 1 and track 2.
Yeah, we'll just ride this one. It's not doing anything.
I think it's waiting for guests. It's probably having to sync because the sync takes a little longer.
Right. Yeah, the other one has no people on it.
Yeah.
Very cool design boomerang, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely like the theme, although I feel like maybe it should be pointed at the castle.
That's a good point. Next up is Splash, a 4.64, Excitement 3.3, Fear, and a 2.03 Nausea. So it's a log flume. We're just going to give it a quick zip, just to check it out. Only thing it's lacking right now is some music, but that's okay. Nice little view there.
Mm-hmm.
Right into Wixland. Now it's like anytime someone uses a log, it's like Wix takes all the credit for it. I made that log.
He's making bank on those royalties.
Yup.
Bye-bye.
Awesome.
I was just thinking next contest would be exploration log flumes.
No! No!
Torture Johnny.
No!
What's that?
Okay, next up is Critters. 4.51 Excitement, 2.42 Fear, and a 1 Nausea. What are these critters all about? Oh, it's a Magic Cats.
Oh.
This takes you through the castle area, I take it?
It looks like.
Beautiful little area.
Mm-hmm. It's very cute.
There it is. Next up is Dungeons Deep, 6.09 Excitement, 4.25 Fear, and 1.28 Nausea. Alright, here we go.
Nice torture chamber.
Coaster beneath the castle. I like it.
Yeah, this is one of the better dungeons that I've seen. I like it. And the spooky, like, escape
chase
tunnel.
the ghost.
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh.
Oh, what was that? Like, how did he do that?
No idea. The glowy stuff?
Yeah, like, it's like plants that are shiny white, right? That's what it looks like?
Maybe it's a low detail bug. I have no idea what's going on with that.
Or is it just a light that's like triggered off, but it's glowing just enough to light up the leaves?
I have no idea.
And it's still going. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. Are we gonna run into Small? There he is.
See, I feel like the castle above with the trebuchet and this down below, like that should have been the park. Like, you know, then...
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's just a shame that we can't experience this at the fullest.
Yeah.
Because this is quite incredible.
Mm-hmm. Or I might suggest to people, if you have very distinctly themed sections in your park, you could always save off a game save after, you know, for just that section and delete the rest, you know, like work a piece at a time, and that way you could upload it in a couple parts for people who, you know, want to experience the pieces in high detail.
Or you could just keep things small.
Yeah, I mean,
because this is amazing.
Yeah, that's definitely an awesome ride, and I mean, yeah, my favorite so far, easily.
Because all of that was under here, and I feel like this whole area could be like a mini park. And it would be running beautifully, and you could just really hit that fantasy theme home and make vistas around it, bridges and stuff like that. Make the whole area quite inviting, and you'd get probably a good 60 FPS going into something that size. But that was really incredible. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was very neat.
Woodworm. 3.63 excitement, 2.91 fear, and a 0.2 nausea. Here we go. Super fun one to go.
Yeah, this is really cute. And I like that little hedge, like circle. I don't know what to call it.
Woodland Rampage, 7.45, 5.05, and a 1.72. Ooh, I like the music.
So I recall in the summer update, they said they were going to be able to color wooden coasters now.
Oh god, that's going to be crazy. Now what does that mean? Lights around the rails?
No, I think it just means you can change that color, because right now you can't, right? It's like stuck to
You mean like paint the wood?
Yeah. That's what I'm guessing.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Steel Python, 6.41 excitement, 4.27 fear, and a 1.131 nausea. Little fort.
Yeah, he does a great job with the scenery on these coasters and just like the terrain detailing. I feel like if you kind of combined all his coasters together, it'd be a great exploration coaster for our contest.
This video is going to be released after that, though, so.
Well, then it would have been.
All right, Wind Rider, 5.03 excitement, 3.24 fear, and a 0.58 nausea. It is. Steel Hydra.
Yeah, I like these. They're neat.
Wicked, very playful. Love the colors on this one, too. And the last one is Dynamite Daisy, but we have a coaster spotlight for that in full high detail. So go, if you guys want to see Dynamite Daisy, which is right here, which was an amazing coaster, to be honest. Probably the best one in this park. Just type in Dynamite Daisy under my videos in my channel, and you guys will be able to ride this in high detail. So there it is, everybody. That was Emerald Gardens. Quite a crazy mega park. Lots of detail gone into this. Very good job, Kombat Wombat. And for the future, guys, try to keep your park sizes just a little bit smaller so that we can at least get these videos at 20 to 30 FPS. That's kind of the ideal point, I think. And obviously even higher is better. So that's what I'm kind of setting a new standard going forward, guys. If I'm getting less than 10 FPS on your creation, I'm gonna have to pass on it, because we want videos that can be at least watchable. Now, for some people, they might find it tolerable, but it makes it really hard to view them and enjoy them, in my opinion. Would you agree?
I agree. I agree, because I'm watching it through Skype, and I don't know, it's like extra laggy for me, and yeah, it's pretty hard to you know, enjoy the details when you can't really see many of them.
And yeah, and that's another thing. We are on low detail just to be able to enjoy it at 10 FPS. On Ultra, I get even less. So anyways, that's the last time you'll hear it from me. So this is the last end-to-end mega jam-packed park that we're going to be visiting, and that was Emerald Gardens by Kombat Wombat. So that's going to do it for this episode of Park Spotlight, everybody. everybody. If you enjoyed, please be sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more daily Planet Coaster videos. If you guys want to support the show and keep it going, you can do so by becoming a patron or by leaving a tip or donation using the links down in the description below. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye now.
Bye now.